is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own team. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 10.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But they convert on third with a gain of 22. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. At their own 18-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again, creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. The give is to Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gostkowski's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is caught at the 20. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
That's on Pat Elflein, the guard.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Panthers have the first. It's a game of 12. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about him for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 30.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now they'll throw with Brady. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's into the hands of Marshall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And he works free. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, Charles, the old saying,